Hi, it's Jade here. I just wanted to give you guys a few tips about behavioral based interviews. I had my first one this past week and it went very well, but a couple tips I have. First is prepare. Definitely look up YouTube videos, articles, anything about how a behavior based interview works, how they phrase the questions. And I definitely recommend doing a couple of practice questions to better prepare yourself. My next tip would be to look up the STAR method. It's a way to answer the questions that a lot of interviewees look for. Third tip, make sure you have some examples set aside that you know you want to use. Those examples you can really fit to any behavior based interview question. So you'll just need to have, I would say, 10 or so ready to go. So, last tip on those behavior based interviews, be super specific. They're not looking for those generalities, it's more so your real time examples that they want to hear. So, good luck.
Looking for jobs can be stressful, and I understand that. So I came up with some tips to help somebody in that little struggle. The first one is don't be closed-minded. There's so many people that say, what they went to college for is not what they ended up doing in the profession. And if you take that approach, you never know where life can take you. There's so many things out there, and people need assistance everywhere. So you could take your skills that you're good at and apply them to another job. So you never know what could happen. Another one is be persistent. Always keep trying. You may feel down at times where things are not going your way, but just be persistent, and I promise, that job or that opportunity will come to you sometime. Thank you.
Before your interview, you should also research the company you're applying for, and here's a few tips. 1. Research the skills and experience the company values. Know what the company looks for in a qualified candidate. This allows you to position yourself as the best candidate. To discover the skills and experience that the company values, read between the lines of their job postings. You can also reach out to current employees who work there and ask them what their employer values most in the workplace. 2. Find out the company's culture, mission, and values. Job seekers should be able to confidently say they're a good fit for the company's culture during a job interview. According to a millennial branding study, 43% of HR professionals believe a cultural fit is the most important quality job seekers can have during the process. As you're researching the employer, pay attention to what's written on their website regarding their missions and values. You can also learn more about their culture by following their social media accounts. 3. Also do research on their clients, products, and services. As a potential employee, you need to know the type of work you're going to be doing once you get hired. This can better prepare you for the interview. To find this out, it's usually on the company's website. You can read through their blogs, case studies, and give you a better idea of their accomplishments.
Hey guys, my name is Jake from Millennial Marketing, and real quick I wanted to go over 3 different tips to help better your guys' resumes. The first of which is to keep it short. Get it down to 1 page. Here's an example of my resume. It's only 1 page. Your recruiter, interviewers, they're only going to look at it for a few seconds before you get in the door. So just get it down to the main points, the main things that you want them to know about you. You don't need to put your whole life story on there. Just highlight your leadership, your work experience, education, stuff like that. Get it right down to the point, and then whenever you get in front of them, you can go in more in depth about your experiences, your work experience, education, etc. The second thing is to make it clear and easy to read. So easily outline the different subheadings of your resume, your education, stuff like that. You don't want to make your interviewer hunt for what they're looking for. You want them to be able to look at your resume really briefly and go right down to the education section or the work experience section. And lastly, make it easy to read. So use good fonts, Arial, Times New Roman, or good go-tos to have. The cursive fonts, they look really good, but sometimes they can be really difficult to read. So on mine, I use Times New Roman 12-point font for the body, and then on my headings, I would use 14 or 16 and just bold it so it stands out. Again, going back to making it easy to read, you want them to be able to find exactly what they're looking for and doing it quickly. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope you're able to make these changes to your resume, clean it up, and hopefully that'll help you get the job that you're looking for.
Hey guys, for my 3 tips for your interview, I want to talk about appearances and dress. So what I have on right now is a really great example of something that you should wear to an interview or maybe to your first day of your new job or new career. We don't want anything that's going to scream that you are not professional or that you aren't serious about your job. So it's something to take pretty seriously yourself when you're getting prepared for those situations. Dressing nice can also help you perform better. You can also definitely stand out away from all the other applicants and make yourself look like the top choice, which I already know you are, whenever you're going into an interview. Usually you'd want to wear something that is a complete look, so you don't just want to show up wearing a dress shirt and slacks. You'd always want to complete it with a blazer or a cardigan to make yourself look a little bit more professional and like you are dressing for the position that you want, rather than just meeting the bare minimum when it comes to business casual or whatever the dress code may be for your institution or interview. Usually you want to wear something that you do still feel comfortable in. You don't want to go in wearing super high heels for ladies. You don't want to go in wearing a new pair of shoes or an unfit blazer. You want to wear something that you know that you can be your best self in. And those are just my tips. I want to make sure that you guys know that you want to complete your look with some sort of jacket or cardigan to make yourself just take that level a little higher than normal. You want to be comfortable and be yourself, and you want to make sure that you're adhering to that dress code or what the expectations are for your institution. Good luck on all your interviews, guys. You're all going to do great.